Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik. Life we are living has its own ups and downs. Life is not the same for all the time. The life we are living is not very smooth. Sometimes it seems that the life is really good and we are enjoying. We are happy at the moment. But after the lapse of few months or years, we feel like the life has become tough. There are difficulties, there are problems, there are troubles, and of course, the things are not that easy. Dear friends and fellows, I think that whatever the type of the situation, whatever the stage of the life we are living, we should try to live it well. Even when the things are not that simple, even when the things are not that easy, we should learn to live and should learn to live well. My dear friends, today we are going to talk on this subject. If at all it is possible to live and to live well, how can we do that? How would it be possible? What if at all there is any sort of technique? What if there is any sort of methodology? How can we do that? That is the topic we are talking about today. Like every discussion here on this channel, I have included a very renowned researcher and writer whose opinion will be quite valuable and quite worthwhile for all of us. And here our expert says nine habits of the people who stay positive even when life gets tough. Nine habits of the people who stay positive even when life gets tough. Yes, we need to know what are the nine habits of those people who keep enjoying their life, who keep living well, despite the difficulties, despite the trouble and the problem, despite even the crisis like situation. Let's look upon those nine habits. First of all, these people practice gratitude. They people practice gratitude. What is this practicing of the gratitude? Either we are practicing the criticism and the complaining, overwhelming majority of us, when the things are not according to their own desire, they keep criticizing, they keep complaining as long as they could. It seemed that this criticism and complaining is the hardest and the biggest part of their life, dear friends. But it has quite a negative impact upon our psyche, upon our personality. So, for all of that reason, I think that we need to take it differently. I think that we need to become positive enough. I think that we should practice the gratitude. Practicing the gratitude, it is very important. Practicing the gratitude is very important indeed, and that will be possible if at all we stop complaining, if at all we stop criticizing, and we start being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being grateful to our parents, being grateful to the people who have done any sort of favor to us, being grateful to the people who didn't do any harm to us, and of course being grateful to the society as a whole. They practice gratitude. The number two habit of these people is they surround themselves with positive people. They surround themselves with the positive people. Positivity is very important. Positive people are very important. So I think if at all we succeed in finding a positive person, it is really good for us to enjoy all that, enjoy their company, to learn from them. It is really good. So don't miss an opportunity at all to be with the positive people, because it is always useful and always beneficial to be with these people. They surround themselves with the positive people. Now, the third habit of these people is they don't run away from problems. They don't run from the problem. They like to face it, they love to face it. They know that they can manage, and they know that they can withstand all the difficulties, the troubles, the problems. So that is why they don't run away from the problems at all. That is why they do face the problems. The fourth habit of these people, they take time to be alone. They take time to be alone. I think indeed that the time should be taken to be alone, to be with we ourselves. And if at all, it is good to be with the people, it is good to be with the good people, with the positive people. It should be equally good to be with oneself. We should learn to enjoy our own company. And the number five habit is they celebrate small wins. Celebration. Some of the people, or many of the people will might say that if at all there is a trouble like situation, if at all there is a crisis, if at all the things are getting tough, so what is there to celebrate? Why not to start mourning only? I think that's not good at all. It is quite something, quite an unfair thing. We need to celebrate the small wins. The small wins should be celebrated. It will be very hard and difficult for me to explain it, but let me tell you that it is a science. It is a whole science that even amidst the difficulties like this one, we learn to celebrate the very very small victories. So the sixth habit of these people is they keep learning. Keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. Be a student throughout your life. And as the people who keep learning, and they are the people they keep growing as well. I think that the growth and the learning go in hand and hand in hand. And it is not possible for a person that if at all they are growing without learning. I think if at all a person is growing on the constant basis, let me tell you with the enough amount of confidence that these people are definitely learning. I think that we should keep learning from the cradle to the grave. That is what was said by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Dear friends, that they keep learning, and now learning new information, learning new piece of knowledge, new wisdom, learning new skills. And I think this enhances our capability. And if at all we are enhancing our capability, if we are broadening our horizon, automatically we are going toward the better situation, toward the better circumstances, and we are going to be inshallah out of those tough conditions. We shall be inshallah out of those crisis like situation. And now the seventh habit of these people is they exercise regularly. Physical exercise, I think it is very very important. They exercise regularly, because the exercise keeps us healthy, helps us a lot in staying healthy physically, helps us a lot in staying healthy psychologically. Both of these types of health are, I think, very very important. Not only this thing, rather these physical exercises provide us with the catharsis. And these exercises could be like walking, like jogging, like running, like yoga, like aerobics, like going to gym, or like any other form of the exercise. But they exercise regularly. It's a whole lot science that how does it affect a person. And now the eighth habit of these people is they limit exposure to negativity. They limit exposure to negativity. This negativity and the limiting of our exposure to the negativity, I think that is very very important. And we should not be ignoring that if at all it is very useful and very beneficial to be with the positive people, at the same time it is very harmful, very dangerous to be with the negative people. So the negative people, I think, must be avoided, otherwise we ourselves will be in a trouble, because the negativity is always contagious. Like if at all the positivity affect the other people positively, the negativity affect the other people negatively. I think that we should not be bearing it at all. And let's be positive, and let's be with the positive people, explore ourselves to be with the positive people. And once a person has been identified as a negative person, I think that we should reduce our interaction with a negative person as much as it is possible. The last is that they practice self compassion. They practice self compassion. I think this self compassion is very very important indeed. And let's practice self compassion. Let's be kind with we ourselves. And these are the nine habits of the people who stay tough in the situation, in the tough situations. Thank you.